Guys, I take your criticism on board, no issue. I can take it on the chin. Well, it depends which chin you're talking about. Went to KFC and I've done a comparison video, and in it you said, Gary, you didn't order the right things. No, you didn't do it right. You've got to get the gravy, you've got to get this, you've got to get that. And I'll take that criticism on board, absolutely. So where am I going? I'm going to, as I say, KFC. I'm going wherever I'm going. No, I'm going to KFC. Now, in my opinion, I think it hasn't been good for a number of years, and I think that's disappointing. I'm here in Weybridge and it says, let's get together. Shall we? Shall we? As always, let's give it a go. KFC. How can I not pronounce KFC? Only I could not pronounce KFC. Something wrong with me at the moment. Here we are inside. I went over there, touchscreen again. Good news is I'm turning into a bit of an expert on them. Didn't take me too long. You can pay by card or you can actually pay by cash at the counter. What have I ordered? Well, I've ordered their new Dirty Louisiana burger, and I've actually got that with their upgraded fries, their loaded fries. I've got a Pepsi with that. 2 single wings. I've then gone for their 2-piece traditional. So loads of you said, you've got to try the traditional, so that's what I've done. The gravy, and there's a sign up there saying, all hail the gravy and liquid gold. Bathe in liquid gold. So you're all happy now. I've got the gravy. It says here, winging it since 1940. I hope they're not winging it at all. Then I've gone for the Cajun rice. Actually, it says here 2 Cajun rice. I didn't. I ordered 1. And then I've gone for their a la carte twister fillets with Kentucky mayo. I'll come to the prices at the end. As usual, no receipts. You had to go back up there and said, right, it's run out of paper, can I have the receipt? That keeps happening, I don't know why. So when it all arrives, we'll take a look at it. Come on, don't be winging it since 1940. So I've got it all, waited about 5 minutes, no problem with that. The only thing that's driving me mad is every time there's an order coming in, he's shouting out 5064, 50, same. Take a look here. Here is the 2-piece original chicken. First impressions. What a huge piece of chicken. It's not. I'm going to go through the prices. In fact, I'm going to tell you how much that is now. So for them 2 tiny pieces of chicken, it's quite loud in here, so my apologies. It's got the chicken leg and ish kind of the breast. That is £3.99, so £4 for them 2. Then you have the 2 wings, the loaded fries, the Louisiana. Not quite what it looks like in the picture there. Then we have the twister and all hail to the gravy. Don't spill it, please don't. It's liquid gold according to that sign up there. Take a look at that liquid gold. I'll just clean my fingers for a second. Is that liquid gold? We'll soon find out. Cajun rice as well. I don't know why, but I have 2. So I hope the first one's very, very tasty. Put you there. Now I prefer the leg to the breast, but again, it's each to your own. But I'm going to try a little bit of both without the gravy to start with. It's quite deep golden in colour. Looks like it's been sitting there for a little bit of a while. Very greasy. But then again, it's going to be. But the problem I have with it, it's super dry. And that was my first impression. You look at it, that's been in that oven for a long, long time waiting. Their famous coating. I go back, what was it, 10, 12 years ago. I used to really look forward to having a KFC, especially the chicken. I used to sort of get a bigger portion, 3 pieces of chicken and all the rest of it. But here you'd actually need a bucket because that's not going to fill you up, is it? Breast. with the liquid gold, because this is going to make 110% total difference according to loads of you. So let's see. That is an absolute lifesaver. Stacey's chicken gravy, that is actually, in fairness, very, very tasty. But that is required completely, because that is epically not good. Not good in any shape or form. Wow. Can't believe I paid £4. How much is a whole chicken? You know, you pay £4 for a complete whole chicken. Okay, you've got to cook it yourself. I'm sure you can actually get some coating to go on it and give it a little bit of flavour. That is a disgrace, and I mean that is an absolute disgrace. I'm actually annoyed here now. Can you bring fast food back? I'm not going to do that. Onto the hot wings. Look how dry that is. Look, I'm sorry to keep going back to it, but that's how dry it is. It just all comes out on its own. Don't like wasting food, but I'm not eating that. Seriously, not eating that. Loads of coating, so I'm hoping it's going to have a little bit of a zing, zing, zang. That has got a zing. I actually like that. I like the coating on there. That is nice coating. There's no doubts about that. Oh yeah. Oh, that has. It's got a. I was going to say it's a creeper, but it's not. It just suddenly goes. And away you go. I like that. Yep, I'm definitely diving in here. Loaded fries. What are these? Popcorn chicken on top. Yeah, that's popcorn chicken on top. Then you have this mountain of fries. I mean, that is the portion. It's not the biggest portion. Let's just try them on their own. A bit. Last time I tried the fries, I said they were absolutely terrible. Now I'm trying the fries second time. They're absolutely terrible. Nothing about them. It's limp. They're all limp. And again, because it's got so much of this coating on it, it's actually making it even limper. Sorry, limper. I'm supposed to try some of the popcorn chicken. 5067, please. Oh. There's not a huge amount of imagination gone into that, because again, you have the fries, you got the barbecue dressing on top, and then they just chucked a couple of the popcorn chicken in on there. They can't do chicken. They definitely can't do fries. Absolutely no way can they do them. Portion-wise, it's not all there, is it? Right, let's move you there. Okay, this is it. This is the new one, the Dirty Louisiana. Let's open you up. Beans. So we've got some pickle there in a hash brown. Gosh, it's not good. Cheese, then you have the barbecue sauce, then you have the chicken underneath, then you have lettuce and everything else there. Crikey, I'm making a bit of a mess of myself here. That's a huge, great big chunk. Come on, get it together. Have a nice little zing with that mayo, so that helps, and then there's some barbecue flavour in there as well. But what is ruining this, as always, is this soggy, shockingly bad. I do like the pickle, shockingly bad. I mean, look, I just wanted to take, it's just disintegrating. Now, come on, hash brown. Last time I had it, hash brown was exactly the same. Look, that is just mush, absolute mush. I'm going to try it without the hash brown. Simple KFC, don't include hash brown in it. It just turns everything completely mushy, and it's kind of ruined it a little bit because The chicken itself's got a nice flavour, and I actually like the barbecue going together with that mayonnaise. So genius. I should be working for KFC because that now is tasty. I like the bun. I like everything about that now. I don't like it with the hash brown, and I'm sorry to re-emphasise it, but that is just pure pointlessness, mushy rubbish. Yuck. You move now. Over there. Let's twist again, like we did last summer. Onto the twister. This station. Loads of people go to KFC for the twister. I'm not going to break it open because most of you can. Well, shall I show you? No, I'm going to munch into it. Let's just go. I'm going to munch into the middle of it just so you can see. Now, normally I'd go that way, but. Oh yeah, I like that. There's a lovely crunch with the red cabbage. There's lots of that. Chicken I didn't get much of. Dry. That's chicken fillet. And unfortunately again, it's overcooked and it's dry. Dear me, take a look at the rice. I hope this is good because I've got two of them. Tell you what, first impressions, nice aroma off that. You smell some Cajun spices in there. If you hunt around, you can see tiny pieces of chicken as well. Kind of a running theme here. There's no flavour, and that rice, you can see, it's just stuck to the spoon. It is incredibly, incredibly dry. What do I think? I think a couple of the elements here are very good, but the underlying feeling I've got is it's disappointing. I've got to come back to the original. You know, this is what they're all about. The brilliant, flavoursome, beautiful pieces of chicken that you get. Dry, overcooked, and seriously, tiny portions. I take my hat off to you all. Yep, that is liquid gold. I don't know about liquid gold, but it is certainly the tastiest thing here. I'm going to need a couple of pots of that because it's got to go into the rice. It's got to help that out. I do like the wings. And that has saved the day. Just don't bother with the hash browns. I tell you, just don't bother with the hash browns. And completely rethink how you do your fries. Completely change your whole concept on fries. There's no doubts about it. Drink Pepsi. Chap's not happy. In the Zinger burger, you should have. This man's an expert. Actually, I should get him over here and I should get him doing the review because he sounds like a complete expert on it. But if he was eating this and he is an expert, he seriously wouldn't be happy. But and he's not happy at the moment either. What I'm going to do is see what I can actually get through here. There's certain aspects of this I'm not eating because that's just not healthy eating whatsoever. And that's not acceptable. And what I'm going to do is give my final thoughts outside. Has KFC redeemed itself? Is it chicken tonight? Is it, I don't know, cluckingly good? That's their words outside, by the way. Well, I've got to say, that's not staged. The man has gone absolutely mad. He paid £33 for it. He's actually thrown it all back at them, saying he's not paying for it. And that's where I think what's happened over the years, KFC has definitely gone downhill. When you spend the kind of money, in fairness, he spent more than me, but there's not a lot in it at all. But, yeah, okay, see you outside. mate, whatever you do, don't order the chicken. Don't order the chicken. He's not happy about the zinger. He won't like the chicken, will he? Gosh. He's very disappointed. I'm disappointed as well. Go on, you tell him. So what do I think of KFC? As I said inside, I think it's gone downhill. There's no doubts about it, and I'm trying to be a little bit positive about it. There's certain aspects were very good. You know, I like the wings. There's no doubts about that. The chicken was disgraceful. There's no doubts that was an absolute disgrace. And what was awful as well was so much of it was dry, really dry, where it's been sitting in their ovens and heaters for so long. Portion size as well. I'm not completely convinced that's right, because, as I say, everything dries out. The coating, it's not the same as it used to be. I remember going in and saying, God, I just want the coating. You know, forget the chicken, the coating is the best part. Again, shocking, absolutely shocking. I'm going to introduce you to somebody. There's a chap who's actually complaining in there. His name's John. He's just finishing what he's eating at the moment. He is not happy, I've got to tell you. He's not happy chappy, and in fairness, nor am I. Onto the bill. So for the combination of everything there, so which includes the fries, the loaded fries, the drink, and the Louisiana dirty thing and what have you, that was £11.98. For the 2 single wings, £1.49. The complete waste of money, £3.99 for the 2 pieces of chicken. That's £2 each for them. Oh, those pieces of chicken were, oh, stop going on, Gary. The gravy, the liquid gold, that's okay. £1.99. 2 Cajun rice, I wish I didn't mean to make a mistake, £2.89. And the twister, £5.99. Dining in total, £28.33. Marks I'm going to give it. No, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to get John. Across the road carefully. Oh dear. So John, you weren't very happy there.
No, indeed not.
Right, everyone, let me introduce you to John.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Gary.
Yeah.
John doesn't follow the channel, by the way, so this is completely independent. John, what happened?
So, just went into KFC. We've just done a Mercedes driving experience. We're hungry. We come into KFC. I just spent £31.44, and part of the order was a zinger burger.
Yep.
Okay, so a zinger burger. I've eaten KFC quite a lot, so just a standard zinger burger should have the red kind of zingy sauce in it.
Yep.
All that was in there was a little bit mayonnaise on the bottom with a little bit of lettuce and a piece of chicken that was just not substantial.
Yep.
I went up and I said, where's the sauce? He said that only comes with a fillet zinger tower burger. I said, but where does the zinginess come from in a zingy chicken burger?
I told you this man's an expert, didn't I? He's an expert.
so he didn't say that there's any zinginess in the coating of the chicken. It was just really poor. So I asked him as well, how much is a zingy fillet tower burger? What's the difference in cost? He said about £1.38. Instead of offering and saying, well, we're going to give you a zingy tower burger to keep the client happy, he didn't. So I said, okay, I'm going to contact your head office.
Well, in fairness, this is going to go out hopefully to quite a few people. So
perfect.
KFC, your head office now has been informed by John, and he is the expert on KFC. There's absolutely no doubts about that. What marks would you give it out of 10? I
would say 2 out of 10, and I would say to your viewers, be so careful when you go into a KFC nowadays. As we know, they're all franchised. The majority of them are franchised, and it's this little food syndrome. You get very, very little for your money.
Did say that. John, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry
problem.
you had a bad experience. But
thank you for taking time. Thank you.
Brilliant stuff.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye. What a smashing guy. What a smashing guy. And as I say, he kind of fully understands what's expected at KFC, and marks I'm going to give it. I'm going to be a bit more generous, but not much more. I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 10. Guys, am I being too harsh? I don't think I am. I think the prices, I think John's actually, I'm not going to say any more. I think John's actually summed that up better than me. In fact, John, come back here and run your own channel. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you know, I always appreciate it. And until next time, hello Weybridge, what's clucking? Not a lot, and I'm not happy, that's for sure. Until next time, bye-bye.